Look around. The system that's supposed to serve us controls more than we realize. You feel it, you're trapped in endless bureaucracy, slow decisions, and leaders who don't get what real problems look like. Every law, every policy feels like it's made by people so far removed that it doesn't solve anything that actually matters to you. It's frustrating, it's maddening. You try to push for change but hit a wall. Old structures, outdated rules, resistance to anything new. The game is rigged for stability over progress, for compliance over innovation. Here's the brutal truth. Traditional governments were never made for people like you, people who build, take risks, and want real control over their futures. Instead, they're built to keep a majority docile, organized under one set of rules decided by a handful. And guess what? The more you try to change that, the more those rules tighten like a noose. But there's a way out of this mess. Not some vague hope or pie-in-the-sky vision, but a real raw shift happening that you need to get ahead of. Autonomous networks. Systems where control isn't hoarded at the top, but shared horizontally among connected, capable individuals. Networks where the founders, investors, and leaders don't wait for permission. They create their own rules, their own governance, their own communities. Real power, real influence, no gatekeepers. You want the details? Stop waiting for slow-moving politicians and broken institutions. Build partnerships inside these autonomous networks that reward merit, where trust and capital flow based on actual value brought to the table, not politics or legacy. This isn't idealism. It's smart business. Connect with a tight circle of people who understand your drive because they have it too. Collaborate through transparent protocols, through shared ownership models that keep everyone honest and aligned. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't about just decentralizing for the sake of it. The point is to build systems with clear rules set by the participants that adapt fast and eliminate layers of wasted effort and corruption. Imagine governance that's agile, accountable, and actually reflects the needs of its members instead of some disconnected bureaucrat. You get that, you get control back. And yes, this will take real work. Commit to it like your future depends on it, because it does. Dedicate yourself to mastering the new tools that make autonomy possible. Smart contracts, decentralized identifiers, and on-chain voting mechanisms. Treat these not as buzzwords but as your new instruments for power. Dive deep, build solutions that replace archaic processes, and push your network to measure success by results, not by titles or influence behind closed doors. Here's what needs to happen now. Stop being a passive observer waiting for change from above. Get radical about who you connect with. Create your own communities that refuse to play by broken rules. Form alliances based on ruthless mutual respect and competence. Demand transparency not because it's trendy, but because without it, autonomy dies fast. Use technology not just to innovate, but to institutionalize fairness and efficiency. If you do this, you don't just change your own situation. You create pressure that fractures old systems from the inside. Suddenly, the centralized governments that have slowed down innovation for decades have to either adapt or become irrelevant. And that's where you come in, leading that charge. Not blindly following ideologies, but building something that actually works for people like you who refuse to settle. This is the edge of freedom today. It's raw, it's messy, and it demands grit. But it's the first time in history that you can build governance without waiting for approval from outdated powers. So take that frustration, that anger, that sense that nothing's built for you, and turn it into action. Connect, organize, build. Because real autonomy networks mean no one else controls your fate. You do, and that changes everything. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to discover more.